Nederlanden en zijn premier Paul geldeloos. Den vaderland getrouwen blijven zij eindeloos. Onoverwinnelijkheid voor Nederland, daar gaan zij voor. Door Jogische vliegers komt Nederland op het juiste spoor. Een groep van Jogische vliegers, 500 in getal. En nationale coherentie trekt Nederland uit het dal. Gezondheid en geluk vallen ieder land ten deel. En Nederland wordt hemel op aarde vrij en heel. Een echte gouden eeuw die breekt nu eindelijk aan. De handel en commercie bloeien, ons land staat weer vooraan. Een bron van inspiratie voor ieder ander land. De wereld als totaal ligt op onoverwinnelijk Nederland. De grondwet van het universum, de bron waaruit men weet. De totale natuurwet, de eeuwige leeftijd. Daar zijn Willem en Paul geldeloos als zijn premier. Reëren op basis daarvan wereldvrede. Daar zijn Willem en Paul geldeloos als zijn premier. Reëren op basis daarvan wereldvrede.
Jai Gurudev. This evening it is our very great joy and honor to welcome Ashtavaidya Ravi Moossji. Ashtavaidya is the son of Ashtavaidya Divakaran Mooss, who worked with Maharishi extensively and introduced the Veda range of medicines from his family tradition. Now, Ashtavaidya Ravi Mooss, together with me here, is 7th generation Vaidya from the southern area, state of Kerala in India. So we are speaking now today to one of the great receptacles of the traditions of Ayurveda. There is a very special tradition of Ayurveda in Kerala. And I would like to begin with this. I think that everybody knows a bit about Ayurveda, but maybe not so much about Kerala tradition of Ayurveda. So in welcoming you this evening, Ashtavaidyaji, I would like to ask you first if you could say something about the tradition of your family of Kerala and how that fits in with Ayurveda, and particularly with the revival of Ayurveda that Maharishi brought about.
Yeah.
A warm welcome.
Thank you very much. It's a great honor and great privilege to be in this room with Maharishi's presence. So, Ayurveda is a very old tradition, as you know, of Vedic science, medical science. We cannot directly call it as a medical science. It's more or less is a lifestyle. Even we consider as a religion, Ayurvedic religion, because it shows exactly how a person has to live and how a person has to behave, and if they get any kind of abnormality in physiology, how to deal with it through the natural way. So that is it is continued for many years, and we consider that when Parashurama, when he created Kerala by axe, what the histories and myths are saying, that also appointed 18 families in Kerala for treating people in 18 separate villages. So, and later, 18 became much lesser and reached up to 8. Then again, it reduced. Right now, only 5 Ashtavedya families are existing in Kerala. So we cannot say exactly when our tradition has started, but as I know, in 1795 and all, only we have record only that much. One Parameswaran Mooss was quite famous. That was my great-grandfather's great-grandfather. So from there onwards, our family became more famous in treating patients. And also his brother, both were quite brilliant in Ayurveda. He got his knowledge mainly from the temple Mukampiga, where it started by Shankaracharya, Adi Shankaracharya, just near to the place where Shankaracharya got enlightened. That from that temple, this my grandfather, who did 12 years of like a meditation, reciting Ashtanga Hridaya for 12 years. Then he became so knowledgeable and became so famous afterwards. So this is the, and after that also, he taught his son, and from there it developed like that.
So it has been passed on through the family.
Yeah.
But you have also attended a traditional Ayurveda school.
Yes,
and
yes.
You have the BAMS degree.
Yes. Naturally, nowadays we cannot depend only on tradition, because the laws are getting strict. For getting a license, we need to get studied in a college. I studied in Coimbatore Ayurveda College, which is under Ayurveda Pharmacy, and which is coming under Dr. MGR Medical University in Madras, Chennai. So I graduated in 99, and after that almost 6 years till 2005 I was with my father, assisting him, learning him, because getting license and practicing myself is different. So usually in olden days, even now also, until the Guru says you are ready for practicing, we just continue with the Guru itself. So the same thing also I managed. I studied under my father for 6 years. Then he allowed me to treat his patients. So like that I started my career in 2005, though I passed in 99.
Very, very fortunate.
Thank you. Yes, very, very much fortunate.
And could you tell us what is the meaning of Ashtavedya?
Ashtavedya means the one who treat 8 branches of Ayurveda, which is general medicine and pediatrics, then toxicology, then ENT, which is ear, nose, throat, then also Rasayana and Vajikaranas, then Graha Vaidyas, including like planetary things and so and surgeries. Kaya, Bala, Graha, Urthanga, Shalya, Damshtra, Jaravusha. That is the 8 branches.
Yes, those are 8.
Yeah. So
Okay.
one who knows about all these branches are called
Ashtavedya.
Ashtavadyas.
And can anybody study this?
No, it is mainly the families.
It's the
Mainly
families.
It's a family name.
Okay.
People can study, but only 2 families are having this thing. One is Nambi family and one is Mooss family. I am coming from the Mooss family.
And do you have brothers also who are
No, I don't
practicing?
have brothers.
Oh, so
It's getting. So my son,
smaller.
if I get a son,
Yes.
I now have two children, girls. But
Yes.
if I get a boy,
Yes.
I will pass this tradition to
Good.
next generations.
Well, we wish you
Yeah, thank
many
you.
sons. And your special area of activity and knowledge is Panchakarma.
Yes, usually in our part of Kerala, Panchakarma is having more importance. As you know, there are two types of treatment in Ayurveda, which is one is Shamana, which is pacification, and one is purification, which is Shodhana or For Shodhana, we are using Panchakarmas, 5 types of purification methods. And Shamana means you can use herbals if the condition is not very chronic, and if the situation also it is not reached in the developed and reached into the major tissues, or then we can do a simple Shamana treatment where you can also use herbal things, and even mantras are mentioned, even some gems also can be used. So Mani Mantra Aushadha, with that we can do the Shamana treatments, pacification treatment. Whereas purification, when the condition is much deeper, the dearrangement of tissues or 7 dhadus, maybe most of the people knows also doshas and dhadus. So the dhadus are dearranged so deeply, even it is reached in the other upadhadus and all. Then we need to purify your body. And so that as much as the impurities are in the body, eliminate. Usually with that itself, most of the people are getting cured. Or we could also use some kind of Shamana medicine after to pacify whatever is left over.
So we have, in Panchakarma, you have, do you use 3 stages of the process itself, or how many? Could you describe to us in general how Panchakarma works?
So there are, as we said also, there are a lot of limitations for Samana like pacification. There are a lot of importance, abilities for Shodhana therapy. So for that, we may need to do some pre-treatments, just by purification, only the intestinal tract or some particular area will be cleaned. But we need to collect the impurities from different parts. In case if a person is having pain in the knee, you cannot directly go and clean that area. So we need to bring the doshas, we bring the impurities from the extremes, even from the limbs or anywhere. It has to bring into the place where it can be expelled easily. So giving purva karma like snehana, snehapana, there are ghee intake, and also some oil application externally. That can bring all the impurities into the place where it is started. Usually all the benefits are starting from the body as well as the toxins also. When you take a food, how it is going to be digested and absorbed. If you are taking a wrong food, that also will go to the body. So if that becomes a disease, like some joint pain, so that when you do this kind of pre-karmas, it comes back to the same place. That is according to Ayurvedic concept. And from there you completely clean the treatment. So basically 3 steps are there, which is Purva Karma, it's pre-treatments, main treatments, and also the after. Like after purification, it's your duty to maintain that purity. Like taking even rasayanas, even taking even some Shamana medicine, like pacification medicine for longer time. It is your duty to maintain that purity. It's your duty to maintain that purity as long as possible. So even sometimes the people are not eligible for oil treatment, even eligible not for snehapana. In case if a person is having too much of hama, and if you are taking only very little, you cannot take more quantity of ghee inside. So then we need to make it to a longer courses. So like you need to go for at least 14 days of amapachana before going for a snehapana. So that is I'm specialized in long-term panchakarma. Like Vata cases, usually we do up to 35 days of panchakarma.
In Vata cases?
In Vata cases.
And most people have Vata case.
Depends. Maybe it can be Vata Kapha also.
Yes.
Maybe Vata Pitta also.
Yes.
Where, so just give a small idea we can give you about treatments like in a Vata condition, Vata person, there are some, you can do a 35 days of treatment. And then in a Pitta condition like a 33 days. In Kapha 41 days.
Oh.
And Vata Kapha is for 39 days. And Kapha Pitta 37. And Vata Pitta is around 35. So it's much more detailed. It's not only meaning one particular area. It is more like in case if you are taking only for 3 days or 4 days of ghee, which means it's not reaching deep enough to the tissues. So, of course, if you are doing every week, every month, every year, 2 times or 3 times, it will stop developing.
Yes.
Because you are taking something out.
Yes.
So suppose a cup full of impurities are there. If you are taking out every day with a spoon or every week with a spoon, it will allow not to fill it.
Yes.
So this is something quite deeper. This kind of treatment. So which is actually completing almost the impurities from the body. It is depend on the patient. It's actually not, cannot rewrite.
Yes.
First we can write according to the patient, not according to my wish, according to the patient's wish.
Yeah.
It is according to the body, how it reacts, how much impurity they have. According to that,
and this is a completely natural process which the body is doing anyway. It's trying to bring back the impurities from wherever they are to the digestive tract and to eliminate them.
Just we are helping that.
We're just helping.
We're helping if they don't have that intelligence of coming, recovering themselves. When the dose are so, and even the food habits are still not changed. People are not really aware what they are eating. And the quality of food. Even they are eating good food, but if the quality is not good, if it is not organic also, it can really create. Indian people are not aware of that also. So there are many reasons. The impurities, the physiology is not working properly. So that we are taking out as much as possible the impurities. Then completely servicing a car or something like that, then you can run the car much smoothly.
It is like in Maharaja's research, he has revealed that the human physiology is like a whole cosmos.
Yeah.
And you are handling that whole cosmos to make the whole thing run properly again.
Absolutely. Yeah. That is
Even
our
the far edges.
It is. Yeah. So far, people don't have time or something. The people are having a lot of things. So when we explain the real benefit of that, people are ready to go for such a long-term treatment. Health is the biggest wealth you can get. This is biggest luck also.
Yes.
Even you have enough money, but if you are not healthy, you are not lucky enough. So this kind of way, this kind of treatments can pure your body and revitalize the and after that there are a lot of rasayanas are mentioned, and keep the healthy body as long as possible. You don't need to do every year or even. This is at least once in 2 years or 3 years because it's so deeper. Doesn't need to do every year. You cannot do that much also. It will really exhaust the body.
Is there much danger of this, of depleting the body too much? Or
No. That is according to that. I told you. These are the days we mentioned, but it's only according to the patient. There is no day to waste or there is no waste to this also. So if we say 7 days, there are many symptoms as mentioned, how to change to the second stage. What time is to be the third stage? What time to be the fourth stage? There are many stages I mentioned. That is, it can be less also. Maybe it can be more. So this is an idea I gave, but it can be even not according to a chart. We are not tailoring. It is according to the patient. We are according to the need. There is absolutely no.
So you You monitor the patient
Every
and
day,
you see when the engine needs a rest, you give it a rest. And
Exactly.
other-
Exactly. And also, there are no point in giving too many treatments in a day. It will really collapse a
Yes,
patient.
yes.
So it's just either one or two treatment, maybe just because body physiology also needs some kind of time, to recover from the treatments, or because it's a external thing you are doing. If you do a day itself 2-3 massages or something, actually it's going to be may do some impairment in the physiology. So just he also giving body to work its own intelligence, just collect the whole bad things, and naturally it comes to the so giving also rest in between the treatments.
Yes.
So that is also important to in this kind of treatment.
And so in that way you regulate the speed of elimination so that it's comfortable.
Absolutely. So,
Beautiful.
and as much as we are collected, that much will be cleaning out. So every day there will be kind of purgative, a little bit,
Yes.
at least 1 time or 2 times they go to toilet. And that's only a cleaning. And in the end we do a kind of vastis, like a bigger vastis.
Yes.
Sorry. That is a kind of washing,
Yes.
completely washing. So why we are doing, just to understand easily, why we need to clean body is like the
Especially
absorption.
in modern life.
Yeah, it's especially in modern life, because most of the Maharishi brought Ayurveda into Europe, and he's the first. And he had great eminent Vaidyas before, including Kasturiji, who's considered by the father of, the supreme person of in Panchakarma. So compared to him, I'm far away. So anyhow, see this. Panchakarma, it's very easy to understand in that way. Like if you are using a sieve, in the level of absorption, people are saying absorption is not proper. They are taking extra vitamin tablets. They are taking different things. Still, it is not working. So it's not they have lacking in the food. Sometimes there can be some lacking in the food if the people are taking very good food. So they are not properly absorbed. Why? Because people are not clean in their intestine. The absorption is not properly taking place. So just like a sieve you are using for a tea, like a strainer, like a tea strainer. If it is not washed for 10 years or 15 years, I can imagine. So through that, even you are pouring the milk or tea is absorbed or going to the pot or whatever.
Yes.
So it's not, you are not putting in the basket, but you imagine if it is not washed.
Yes.
So through that way, whatever you are taking is absorbing. So some kind of purification is needed. Even most of the cases also after Panchakarma, people are getting feeling better, cure, because they started absorbing things better. And also, and some people are making a mistake that after Panchakarma, they start a normal life. Normal means they're drinking, or even you
Pizza.
can see pizzas, directly go to a different kind of that is going to be absorbed very clearly without any impurities. So it's your duty, to gradually develop your digestive system, gradually allow them to come back to the normalcy. We are saying also Paschat Karma has to be like 16 days or 18 days or 21, like that.
Post-treatment.
Yeah, post-treatment period. It's also equally important, maybe it's more important than the Panchakarma. Post-treatment are more important, because that's the time you are molding. It's only a clay.
Yeah.
From there you are molding your life.
Yes.
So that is more important than the main treatment.
Now I have a question to take it a little deeper. One point is, as you have described, if the intestine is dirty, the sieve is blocked, then it cannot absorb.
Yeah.
Another point is, if the digestive system is not producing the enzymes that it requires to break down the food that we eat.
Possible, yeah.
This may be a problem.
Yeah, that can be.
Then does the Panchakarma help it to restore that production of the enzymes or whatever, acids, whatever it needs?
Yes, there are. Even Panchakarma, after Panchakarma, we are also giving some kind of rasayanas, to regulate the entire physiology. And rasayanas are only the medicine you can continue for a longer period. The rest all you need to stop, because it is important. You need to see that prescribing a medicine is not a big thing. Withdrawing a medicine is a great thing. So you need to mold a person according to that way, so that his all endocrine, all the glands are working properly. Then you continue with some kind of rasayana, and he can stay in that level for as long as possible. It's it is possible to make the absorption level much better, and also to produce enough enzymes, enough hormones in the body by giving some supportive herbal supplements.
And would the reason be that they are not being produced?
They are not being absorbed.
Is because the sieve is dirtier at a deeper level.
Yeah, possible.
Say.
That is also
like that.
Yeah, it is also.
The ama is reached to the endocrine system, or what?
Possible, but that's why we are also doing these kind of treatments too. Even there are also treatment to which is like a shamana treatment, like takradhara and all. We have a type of treatment to stimulate the brain and stimulate the entire endocrine system to restart the work again. So we have seen also in some cases like the blood pressure level and the sugar level and even the thyroid level all become improve and better after even after 45 minutes of treatment. Like you take a blood test before a treatment, takrathaira, and take after. So there will be a big change within 45 minutes of treatment. So it just stimulates the entire system, brain system, the nervous system, to produce enough quantity of enzymes.
That is wonderful. So takradhara, you could explain, it's like a milk.
It isn't buttermilk.
Buttermilk?
Yeah, butter. Some medicines are boiled in milk, and then we make it as a yogurt, and then next day it has to wait for another few hours, 7 hours at least. Then next day morning you churn it well with a good churner, then add a special decoction in it, and doing on the head. That is called a takradhara.
Doing on the head means
like
running on the head.
Running on this. It is a shirodhara itself.
Yes.
Using buttermilk.
Good.
Medicated buttermilk.
And now this is very interesting, because although it's a physical application, the effect is on the mind more, as you are explaining. On the brain.
Also in the mind.
Yes.
Yeah, when the mind is relaxed, also the brain. So in another way, in a settled body, a settled mind can sit.
Yes. Yes.
When the body is settled, and when the mind also can settle. We call it as taptajyo khaderiva, just like the pot and the ghee inside. Pot is our body, ghee is the mind. How the shape is pot, that the mind also shows. How the body is, how the pot is. So if the pot is getting hot, naturally the ghee is also getting hot. So the same way, if the ghee is getting hot, the body also gets hot. So whatever is influencing the mind is going to affect the body. So sometimes it becomes a cycle. Like the body will vitiate the mind. The mind will vitiate the body. And then it will not stop. It will keep on running.
Yes.
So by doing TM and meditation and all, that part is a little bit, it is blocked. So it's our duty to purify the body, to make the body pure. So then it makes a real cycle.
Right.
Then that's why I believe also Maharishi introduced the Ayurveda in TM FL, because that completes the entire. Also, many factors are there, like astrology, like Gandharva and Vastu. All has such a positive energy. It's you need to experience it. You cannot explain it.
It's interesting. We're getting onto the subtler areas. Just before I left home, I received this email from Dr. Alaric and Dr. Cynthia Arananda, who made the course based on the Vedic model, Maharishi's model of Vedic physiology. I would just like to share this with you because it's very interesting. They have had such wonderful experiences, healing experiences of many people who've taken the course. I think it must be well over 1,000 people have taken the course now. And they say that somebody called Joe had a disease that has a very, very, very slim chance of recovery, especially not full recovery. Joe took the Individualist Cosmic course and was inspired to watch the model of Vedic physiology as much as he could. So he went to the Fairfield Peace Palace, where the model for people is to watch many times during the week. And Joe watched it every time it was offered for about 2 months. Just 2 months. Joe is now not only in complete full recovery, but he is also starting to have a lot of profound, deep silence in his programs in the Golden Dome. He can hardly believe that not only he is gaining great health, which he was never sure if he would ever regain, but he says that the model of Vedic physiology has also allowed him to open up to having #1 experiences in the Siddhi program. So Joe has his life, light and bliss back due to the model of Vedic physiology. What else is there to say but all glory to Gurudev? Jai Gurudev.
Jai Gurudev.
Jai Gurudev.
Absolutely. such a great... that's the greatness of Maharishi Mahesh Yogi.
Yes.
And he brought... though it was hidden somewhere in India, in very deep, somewhere in different parts, he collected such a level. And he distributed in such a simpler manner.
Yes.
And I don't have any words.
It's
Absolutely.
inconceivable, isn't it? It's just...
it's a great honor, actually, to be here also.
We feel that every day.
He is still present.
Yes.
In our heart, in our soul. It's a great achievement. And this kind of results will more and more flourish. We need to bring more people also, to in these kind of courses.
Yes.
So because the mentality of some conventional science or something is going, so they even directly say absolutely no hope. Doesn't mean they mean only themselves.
Yes.
Doesn't mean it doesn't have any end.
Right.
So they are exaggerating in one way.
Yeah.
You are going to die, or you are going. It's like the end of your life. There are many cases. Maybe his time was quite good. He approached this person, and went to a place like that.
Yes.
And you cannot stop. And many people are not lucky enough, and ending their life in a very miserable way. So this kind of if he can promote, he can spread this knowledge more and more, absolutely less chances of misery.
And Dr. Alaric and Cynthia have just started today a new course on anti-aging of the brain, particularly the brain.
Absolutely.
And so this is something... It's a compliment to all that we are discussing.
Absolutely,
I think.
absolutely.
Very important compliment.
Yeah. Usually it starts from there, the age.
Yes.
From the brain. Because as much as you work mentally, that much you lose your energy.
Yes.
As much as you work physically, you always gain energy.
Now, Ashtavaidya, please don't give us too little hope. Isn't it as much you use your brain, as much fit it becomes?
Yeah. No, in a one way, you need a rest for the mind, for the brain. And we consider that the 3 pillars are very important. 3 pillars in like a tripod of a human body. One is food, one is rest, and one is exercise. So nowadays people are more interested in, mental work. So people are too much of stressed and too much of... so naturally the brain get very much aged or old or these kind of activities, the carving.
Yes.
I mean, the brain cells. So you need a kind of refreshment completely, in the form of meditation, complete, and in the form of yogas, asanas, in the form of pranayamas, in the form of even if though people don't believe in this, also they could go for a very relaxed exercise or walking or something, so that you need not a physical rest, you need a mental rest.
Mental rest.
It's more important than a physical rest. So after a tedious work, what usually people do, go to a room, put a TV on, watch a horror movie completely, or something like similar to that.
Yes.
So what happens, actually, you're again engaging the mind to such a miserable way. And again the horror is continuing in the office.
Yes.
Maybe in other places also. So how they can recover? And they don't have even proper food.
Right.
And they don't take enough food also. So imagine a tripod is having one leg is quite long.
Yes.
Like the mental activity.
Yes.
I mean, no rest.
Right.
No rest in that.
Yeah.
So, or if you rest more also, it's bad. If you exercise more, also bad. If you exercise less, also bad. So anything which is tripod, like the ahar, everything has to be in equilibrium.
Yes.
Then there won't be any aging. This is a great idea to become, because this is the field right now. People are really suffering from their too much activities and too much things.
Because life is so fast faster and faster.
Is it?
Last time I checked, it was.
I don't know. It's just running behind the money or something like that. It's creating that much misery. And I heard some people were discussing about meditating. People are meditating, and they are also living peacefully. If you need only peace, that's another thing. You don't need to be quite fast or something like that. You can just be peace. And if you need pleasure, if you can find peace, pleasure in peace, that's it. I don't know where the people are running behind. So,
well, I must say, I run behind my email.
Okay.
And we all have pressures.
Responsibilities are
responsibilities,
good.
even if it's not for money, but the speed of life increases. It's faster and faster because of information explosion, and now your two daughters, they could have a PhD on the internet in 5 minutes if they could handle the knowledge.
Yes.
Certainly they could download it, no problem.
Yeah, that's true. Nowadays, everything is on fingertips.
It's all on fingertip, and we have to respond to it.
Mostly, in cases of some diseases, we found mostly when you serve in the computer with some kind of cancer, immediately shows 20 types of bad cases and how they died or something like that's coming. Very few. Good news means not good at all nowadays.
Yes.
So they are giving all the impression in their mind that this is going to be the end of his life or something. That kind of mentality also has to be removed.
Yes.
Because you should not depend only a computer or internet. So there are many debatable things in this. It should be used for a beneficial of the human race.
Yes.
And,
yes. And it can be, and we see as the consciousness, the collective consciousness is rising, so that idea is coming up more and more, to give the positive news, to give the solutions rather than just the problems.
Absolutely.
Yeah, give the solutions to cancer.
Absolutely.
Yeah, not just that it's over.
Yeah, just a simple touch itself can change a big thing, like what he got, a kind of small kind of inspiration. He made his complete life it's the other side of the coin.
Panchakarma, is it important in treatment of cancer?
Yeah, it is very important. We are also getting nowadays plenty of cancer cases.
And good results?
Yeah, very good results. I mean, I'm not exaggerating that way. But some of the cases are said maximum 4 months, and He is with us for the last 5 months, and still, not completely recovered, but still its process is done. And many cases, even we got quite long time back also, and getting quite a number of good results. And it is a matter of aging. Cancer, if you consider that it is like a aging of some cells, particular cells, and at least we can arrest them first. Then you can directly, gradually mold into a healing and curing that. So if you know exactly how to handle each cell, it can be different in different parts. So if you know exactly how to handle each cells, you can communicate with them and you can get it. So also I would like to get a TM person in my place. So it is improve the benefit much. A
TM teacher.
Yeah. Also, I know one person, but he's living a little far. So getting you need to.
Yes, it's vital.
Comprehend. It is very important. I feel it also.
So you have used the word several times, and the picture of molding the mind, molding the body. This means that it sounds to me when you speak like this that the whole angle that you are taking with Ayurveda is to adjust the flow so that the flow goes in the correct way as time passes.
Absolutely. Just to bring back to the normalcy. People always have a tendency to become normal.
That is the natural tendency.
That is the natural.
For health.
That is always becomes a natural. So we are forcing, according to our taste and according to our interest, we are going away from the nature.
Pressure,
as much as many external and internal activities. So wrong diets and all. So only thing is we need to just bring back to the normalcy, just giving proper food habits, which will be suitable. Ayurveda is not mentioned about nourishment food. No, they said suitable food. Some people is not suitable for nourishment at all. Some people are not suitable for. Some people really need nourishment.
Yes.
So it depends. Suitability is more important.
And what does suitability mean?
Yeah, if somebody is having some lack in their physiology, something is maybe can be some, in modern way we can say like proteins or something like that. So something is promoting proteins, also improving digestion, something like that. You need to select accordingly, according to their digestive capacity, according to their work habit. We need to select a kind of tailor-made diet, which will improve their health and improve not only physiology, improve the mental strength, improve every aspect. So you need to mold them, and also by giving extra rasayanas after the treatments or after the panchakarma, they will stay intact for a longer period.
So when you're saying a special requirement of diet, you're referring to Vat Pitta Kapha?
Yeah, not only in Vat Pitta Kapha, we have a quite different way of approach in Panchakarma.
Yes.
We consider that a group of quality and group of action is called Vata.
Good.
A group of quality and group of action is called Pitta, like that. So if a person is having too much of dryness in the body,
yes,
he can understand Vata is little increased.
Yes.
So he gives something like oil. That person is also quite hot. So he cannot give anything which is hot. So you need to give cool. So cool and oily. Like that, whatever is...
Coconut.
If you are like... correct. So if a person is having many grooves and many ups, so you just need to make a proper balance, which is suitable for his body and his physique. So that is the concept. Like, of course, Vata Pitta Kapha is there. I'm a Ayurvedic person, of course. So in a way, we consider it that way. Like if a person is having some lack in some particular quality, we need to fill that. So you need to use some kind of food and some kind of herbal supplement to compensate that. So if you are giving the opposite quality, if somebody is having low, high dryness, very dryness, you give the opposite quality, it will fill and make it to a normalcy.
Beautiful.
So that is the concept of in Panchakarma treatments. Also in Shamana treatment, like pacification, also we consider that some qualities are, some of them are Vata Pitta Hara. Maybe not only can I say just Vata Pitta, maybe in some quality of Vata and some quality of Pitta is dearranged. So according to that we need to give precisely, give the,
beautiful,
just like a pin.
I think this will be very meaningful to many people who are listening.
Just not just not like a vague way. It's more deeper and precise way.
Yes, more precise.
Doesn't not we consider like not throwing a fist of stones.
Yes.
Just one stone.
Right.
Sometimes enough to hit the target.
And do you also then discriminate between Vata in the mind and Vata in the body, for example?
Absolutely.
Yes.
Should have a Kapha mind and Vata body.
Kapha mind and Vata body. Yes.
Mostly it is opposite. People are big Kapha and lot of Vata in the brain.
Yes. Yes.
See, it is quite important to have like also it is connected with the Sattva, Rajas, Tamas and all. Of course, every qualities are needed, but some people get more Rajasic,
yes,
though, and sometimes with the food and everything, and also quite Vata, quite fluctuating. It is because of the rearrangement of the body. The mind become thin. Mind has to act as a shock absorber. Even happiness or sadness should not touch you anywhere. It should not affect you in any physiological matter. Sometimes people are so shallow, their mind, even just saying itself can create a huge problem for blood pressure.
Yes.
So it is also because of the the layer is going, the thickness is so big, so less. People cannot grasp it. So of course by meditation and yogas like TM and all the supportive things can improve a lot. Also with purification of correcting the physiology of by taking panchakarmas and treatment and also herbal things. The both ways, rasayanas. Naturally also mantras like mind rasayanas. And because mind, we don't have, nobody has medicine for mind. Only mantras, only meditations, only those kind of things can clearly correct the mind. There are some psychological, psychiatric medicines and all. It will not make you again. It will make somebody.
Yes.
Instead of they are making you correcting, either they will become little dull or not the exact person as he was before. Natural way, very less, maybe very severe condition. Whereas by doing these kind of panchakarmas and treatments, we are trying to bring back the normalcy of the mind.
Yes.
And with additionally with the yogas and meditations and other things, he can live as a normal person as before.
Long life?
Possible. It's not impossible. We are also looking for that rasayana thing, which is quite important. We are looking for a good person. We were doing also some kind of special work on it. Depends also on the physiology. Kudipraveshika, we call it as making a special hut. It comes around 143 days treatments, including the rasayana. It's like 1 month of rasayana, taking only the rasayana for the last one month. You need to take only the medicine, nothing else. You should not see any other person than the Vaidyas. We are working on it. It's also good make the kuti, with the house, according to the patient. Because the vastu is also has to be according to the patient. The person who's going to get benefited. It's not like a one you make and somebody goes. So it's more expensive in that way also. If Ayurveda said it's not impossible, only we are not eligible or not enough as Ayurvedic to compete with that.
So, with Panchakarma as we have it now, and the rasayanas and all the herbal treatments and Maharishi's programs, TM City program, what do you expect the lifespan to increase?
Healthy
Yes.
life.
Yes.
Yeah, that at least you can explain in that way. Could increase very healthy lifespan and make it a little more than it is possible. One way maybe you can say it is a fate. He died at the age of something. It's something. Maybe doctors are also involving in that up to some extent. Doctors are also becoming sometimes like gods. A person is completely bleeding or dying in front of you can survive because like that it could also extend with Ayurvedic medicine the life into a longer period. Live healthy, at least die healthy. That is a better thing than a very long 200, 300 years of life. So until you die, if you are keeping the smile in your face, that itself is a great blessing. I feel it like that.
Yesterday, Dr. Mooss reported on a trip he took recently to Korea and Mongolia. And when he was there was a little girl. She was maybe 6 years old, I think, and she was very bright. And when her mother and everybody sat and meditated in group meditation, she sat completely still for the whole period of meditation. And Dr. Mooss said he has seen this repeatedly wherever he travels around the world, that there seems to be a new generation coming up which is different, and they are. He said that he felt these are the children that are destined to live heaven on earth, and they are quite different from our generation.
Normals.
Yes. So they are a new generation, which are the ones who can really take advantage of what Maharishi has given to the world, and they are ready for that. So this will be your next generation of patients.
Absolutely. Yada heda hi dharmasya glanir bharata abhyudhanam adharmasya tadatmanam srujamiham. Someone will come again. During a period, Maharishi himself came to uplift many people's life and took away many people's miseries. And still, maybe in the other form, many people will come. Many people will uplift the entire world. Because whenever the adharma, whenever the virtues are going down, someone has to come.
Yes.
Maybe in the form of Maharishi, or maybe in the form of some other names. So it has to happen, it will happen, it should happen.
Well, please take, on behalf of all Maharishi's world family, our great thanks to your father and to your whole family for the great role that you have played in Maharishi's revival of Maharishi Ayurveda and Panchakarma. It is a great gift that your family has brought to the world, and we hope that for many years we'll be continuing together and fulfilling Maharishi's vision of a peaceful world, of completely no more disease, healthy people in a healthy, happy world. So please give that message to your father.
Sure. Thank you. Thank you. It's a great privilege and it's a great honor to be a part in this global chat. And I should thank you and thank other supportive people. It's because of the blessings of Maharishi, no one else. I'm here. He combined this Vasudeva Kudamba. It's just to brought the entire knowledge. So, Ano Bhadra Kratavo Yantu Vishada. whatever the noble thoughts that comes to us, all the glory of Jai Gurudev Maharishi's blessing is still keep on going, is going, is still will go forever. It's a great honor. Jai Gurudev.
Thank you, Astavaidya ji. And with that, we ring the bell of invincibility. Jai Gurudev.
Jai Gurudev.
Heaven is descending, descending on the earth. Heaven is descending, descending on the earth. Heaven on earth, heaven on earth, heaven on earth. Heaven is descending, descending on the earth. Light of God is bringing heaven on earth. Gurudev's grace is bringing heaven on earth. Heaven on earth, heaven on earth, heaven on earth. Light of God is bringing heaven on earth. Heaven is descending, descending on the earth. Heaven is descending.